Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Our HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Just wanted to go into a quick lesson, which I'm probably going to entitle it, The New World Order Will Be the Laws, Statutes, and Commandments. And, Spirit just hit me to go into this. It was Esau, he's bragging and boasting and speaking very proudly about, in his mind, what the New World Order is going to be. How transhumanism and all this other madness is going to be a part of it. How, there's not going to be any religion. And really what he means by that, is that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will not exist in his new world. Okay, but the New World Order, the order that's going to be established down here upon the earth after this, World War III is all said and done, the order is going to be the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we'll just get into it. This is 2 Peter 3:13. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, and what promise is it talking about? The promise that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai made to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, and also to us, all right, that we would rule over the earth. So this promise is going to be fulfilled, regardless of who has a problem with it, regardless of who's opposed to it. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has said his counsel shall stand, and he's going to do all his pleasure. You look that word counsel up in Isaiah, the 46th chapter. The word, the definition is plan. So the plan that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has is what's going to stand down here upon the earth. The Most High's plan supersedes anybody else's plan. So it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And what is righteousness? Righteousness is you following after the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, following after the laws, statutes, and commandments. And how is righteousness going to dwell in this new heaven and new earth? Which, by the way, a new heaven and a new earth does not mean that the Most High is going to destroy the earth, and then create a new one somewhere. The same earth is going to remain. A new heaven and a new earth represents a new rulership. So the earth is going to be refreshed. The rulership is going to be refreshed. And how is that going to happen? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to throw down Esau, Edom, and he's going to exalt the nation of Israel. They're going to be the new rulers of the planet Earth. It's not going to be you elites, man, with this wicked order that you try to establish. This is Revelation 2, and I'll start at 25. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And what do we have? We have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That word fast means to hold it tightly, hold it very close to you. Don't let it go. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And we look this word power up in the Greek. The word there is exousia, which basically means judicial authority. And what laws are we going to be implementing? What are the laws of the nation of Israel? The laws that the Most High, gave to the nation of Israel through his servant Moses. Those are our ways. That's what's going to be the order that's going to be established down here upon the earth. That's going to be the penal code. Okay, thou shalt not commit adultery, so on and so forth, man. You ain't gonna have no other gods before the Heavenly Father. You ain't gonna be no idol worship going on. Okay, the law, statutes, and commandments is what's gonna be, the rule that's gonna be established down here, man. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So we're gonna have judicial authority over these other nations. We are going to execute the laws. We're going to enforce the laws. And the laws that we're going to be enforcing are the laws that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave to us. It says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And when you look up, the rod of iron, it goes into the most rigorous rule, which when you look this word rigorous up, the definition is, which this is from the freedictionary.com, rigorous, characterized by or adhering to strict standards or methods, exacting and thorough. Okay, and what's the strict standard that the nation of Israel is going to rule according to? The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're not going to deviate from that. So if somebody's committing adultery, we going to judge them accordingly. Okay? We ain't going to use no other customs or no other law or statute to judge somebody that's committing adultery. Okay? We ain't going to say, oh, look, man, you should have been doing your job as a husband. She went and got, the attention that she needed. No, we going to judge accordingly, man. The adulterer and adulteress going to be put to death. All right. If anybody's, practicing sodomy, we going to judge them accordingly. We ain't going to deviate. Okay. We're going to be perfect judges down here upon the earth. And the laws that we're going to be using are the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We ain't going to deviate from that, man. It says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, the most rigorous rule. Okay. Strictly adhering to the standard that Yahweh Shem Yahushua established. Okay, it says, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken in shivers, even as I have received of my Father. So that's how we're going to rule the earth, through the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And if you other nations got a problem with it, then hey, you can get put down, man. All right. This is Micah 4:1. It says, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, shall be established in the top of the mountains. And mountains represent governments. So the government of the nation of Israel, the government of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is going to be established at the top of the mountains. It's going to be the top government on the earth. No government is going to supersede the nation of Israel. It says, and it shall be exalted above the hills, the Lord government. So this is going to be the top order on the earth, according to the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And see, Esau's new world order is not included in this, man. The Most High didn't say that, okay, see, Esau's going to be ruling, and then my government is going to be a little bit under. Nah, that ain't how it's going to work, man. It says, and people shall flow to it, or flow unto it. Okay, because everybody's gonna know that if you want to, prosper, you gotta get down with the nation of Israel. You gotta get down with what's coming out of where the Israelites live at. Okay, just like all these people flock to America because America's at the tip top. The same thing is gonna be happening in the kingdom. We're gonna have that way to rule down here upon the earth, and it's actually gonna work. Okay, because the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are perfect, so you ain't gonna have the problems that you have, in these different societies around the world that has implemented the image of the beast. It says, and many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. So that's what these people are going to learn. They're going to learn the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Just like these other nations, they'll send their, different people from their nation. They'll send them over here to learn the Western way. Well, that damn devil, that lemon head, okay, Kim Jong-un, he was taught up in a Western school. He didn't learn, the stuff that he knows from a North Korean school. He was sent to, a school in the West. Okay, and then he went back to North Korea, and now he's ruling. The same thing is going to be happening in the kingdom. Okay, they're going to be sending they people over there to learn to get down, man. Okay, because the only place you're going to learn the law, statutes, and commandments from are the Israelites. Because you other nations, you don't know the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth of Zion. And what laws are it talking about? The laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what's going to be implemented down here upon the earth. That's going to be the new order. Okay, you're going to have to follow the law, man. And if you don't follow the law, judgment is going to come upon you. You don't want to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua, judgment is going to come upon you. Well, just let me bring this out real quick. This is Zechariah 14:16. It says, and it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came up against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. So you're going to be keeping our ways. When the feasts come up, you're going to have to keep them. All right? When we have our Pesach, you're going to have to keep the Pesach. We have our Day of Atonement, you're going to have to keep that. And there ain't gonna be no choice. Okay, look, I don't want to do that. I don't want to afflict my soul today. Well, okay, the judgment's in the book. Okay, if you don't want to follow those ways, you're gonna get put to death. All right. It says, and it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. So the Most High is going to bring plagues upon your land. He's going to cause a drought to cover your country, man. Which means what? Eventually you're going to starve to death. Because when no rain comes, then that means your crops don't grow. When your crops don't grow, you don't have no food. And there's only going to be a certain, there's a certain time period that you can go without food before the people of your country rise up and, they want to overthrow you, man. It says, and if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles. Okay, so that's what's going to happen to you, man. This shall be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles. That's what's going to happen to you, which proves what? The laws are going to be what's implemented down here upon the earth. The only place you find the feast of tabernacles at is in the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's not part of Esau's penal code. That's not part of the international law. Okay, so if you don't want to follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, judgment is going before you. So back in Micah, the 4th chapter, this is verse 2 again. It says, and many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth of Zion. Okay, so if you want to learn the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're going to have to make your way to Jerusalem. It says, in the word of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai from Jerusalem. Okay, it says, and he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords in the plowshares and their spears in the pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Yes, there's not going to be a need for those weapons because the nation of Israel is going to rule perpetually down here upon the earth. So you don't need no weapons. There's no need to fight no war because you ain't never going to take us down. Okay, and if you did try to take us down, it'll be a complete massacre. All right, you nations would be utterly defeated in an instant, man. It says, but they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai have spoken it. For all people will walk every one in the name of his power, which the gods, here is talking about the Israelites that's going to be presiding over you. All right, you ain't going to be worshiping no other gods in the kingdom. The gods that you go and follow are the Israelites, because we're gods as well. Psalms 82:6. It says, and we will walk in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power forever and ever. So I just wanted to go into that. Yahweh Shem Yahushai willing. It was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Hakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom.